starting to piss me off now. Pissing me off, Alex, I tell you. The internet's an absolute joke considering what we pay for it. They don't have the infrastructure. They're thrashing about 5G. No, spend £1,000, £1,200 on a phone, and then the internet just fails dismally. So annoying. Right, I'll be back, guys. Not in the mood for the internet today. I'm not in the mood for me neither, by the look of it. Right, I will be back. I think there's an issue as well with it. If I start the live with it in landscape mode, it doesn't like it. Vodafone, in this particular area, they've been messaging for months saying, oh, we're turning off 3G, we're putting 4G, but where is it? There is no G down here. The only G down here is me. And I'm the Milkman OG. Captain Lamar Brown, good morning. It's doing me head in, Alex, I swear to God. You pay so much for your devices and your line rental, and then you get this crap. But we'll never know if it's great round here, Alan, so it's one of them, you know what I mean? I'm not prepared to swap in case it's just as crap. It's the internet, Haley Kate, drive me insane. Jake, good morning, welcome in, buddy. But on the plus side, that little drop of rain's stopped for now, so at least I can bring you with me, show everyone what I'm doing, and showcase what we do here for Twitch. You'll struggle with it for a long time, Alex. I've had a few short relationships, but I've only had 3 long ones that were over a year. One of them was 2 years, one of them was 10 and a half, and then mucking around for another 15 months, and then Haley at 6 years. And I can tell you this, the other 2, I didn't bother even dating, didn't even cross my mind for 2 years. You've got to get over things, you've got to get yourself sorted, know that you can be by yourself, and then when you want someone, not need, that's when you strike and you go for it. How did I cope with the one after 10 and a half years? I threw myself into being a parent, Alex. and did as much as I could for my children and had them with me most of the time, which allowed her to carry on with the person she was seeing. And then they came to live with me when they were 14, about 6 years later. One of them came 6 years and the other one came a bit after that, about 8 or 9 years. Come on, Walt. I also had my hobbies, my sport, my squash that I was playing, and my cycling and stuff like that. It's just a matter of filling your time. I couldn't have put this in more awkward. It's his loss, though. Alex, his loss. Come on, Pooch. You know, if he's not going to step up and be a man and look after the children, then what an idiot. That's all my concern was after my breakup. Come on. Say, well, I've not got enough to do without picking you up and throwing you in the van, you little tit. Sit back. Should have left you at home where you growled at me. I feel like I'm getting nowhere today. Oh, don't act like I've just beat you up, Walt, because you're an idiot. Right, let's go. You'll be fine, Alex, trust me. There's plenty of help out for you. Poor Walt, are you kidding? No, I've hidden the seatbelt from him. Alan, I've put it in the glove compartment so he can't. I don't know what that was about. That was plain weird, but this dog is weird. I swear he's brain damaged. After he took that knock on the head when Hayley got beaten up, after she got broken into, I think they knocked something loose. I'll knock more than his noggin loose if he carries on. Come on. You know what? I think Jack Russells are kind of all the same. They're all dickheads, but their own little way. I don't know what his problem was Alan, to be honest. I don't know. He's never done that before. He's had the seatbelt for yonks. He's never been arsed by it, but yesterday it smelt tasty for some odd reason. Well, come on. It just does me head in the amount that he won't get in the van. You know, I've got enough to do. I've got the phone in my hand. I'm doing the live, and he's just being a prick. You know, sometimes I just want to get on with work, but I've got all this periphery stuff with the live and him going on. You know what I mean? It does get frustrating. Yeah, that's Walt. Jack Russells are supposed to be high energy level dogs, but this lazy little shit is far from it. He's alright once he gets here, but you know he doesn't want to come. It's worn off after the few years that I've taken him to work with me. For him, the excitement's gone. And maybe now he sees it as a job, because he goes even more mental when we get his thong on and his lead to go for a walk. He goes more mental for that than he does for work. Come on. Very nice, Alan. Come on, get in the van. In you go. Nah, he's not going to jump. God forbid. We'll just make Dad do that all day. It's still there, Alex, but it doesn't work very well now. I've got to get him something else. I'll try it now, actually. You get what you pay for. It was only like 7 or 8 quid. Just turn that down so I'm not shouting. You wait there, Pooch. What maybe I'll do is probably spend $1 and get him a thong that the piping lights up, you know. But I'm in save mode at the moment because I've spent about £4,000 on the house, 1,000 of which is just going to sit in the garage until such time I've decorated the bedrooms and the lounge. Yeah, no, I always call it a thong, Alex. His little thong. When I first met Haley, he used to have this, it was minty, it was, this thong that he wouldn't take off. He didn't like it. And it was always mucky and stinky, you know. And she always used to dress him up in clothes. I like to think that I manned him up a little bit by, you know, taking that poncy stuff off and putting him to work. He's a man now. There was a little pooch boy. Come on. 6 years ago. No. Doesn't need a coat on him. How many dogs you know in the wild that wear coats? He used to have an FBI tracksuit top. And he's got like one of them Parker style jackets with a hood. But you know, they're not for work. He had those before we met. But he's bigger now, you see, so they don't fit him very well anymore. See, the thing is, what you've got to realise, Alex, that we as humans humanise our pets and forget to treat them like the animal that they are. You know, he's not a human, he's a dog. Yeah, I've seen them, Alan. I'll get something. I'll sort something out. I'm chuffed because my speaker cables came today. So I'm going to be doing what's called by-wire. By-wiring my speakers. Now, basically, in the back of a normal pair of speakers, you get 2 sockets to plug in, 2 channels. Whatever you want to call it. Now, my floor standing speakers have got a big speaker at the top and a big speaker underneath it, and you can power them separately, and it's called by-wiring. So I'll be getting 4 plugs. Come on, Walt, let's go. Come on. 4 plugs that go in the back, and 2 of them go into 1 amp and the other 2 go into the other amp. It's supposed to improve the quality. It won't make it louder, but it should improve the quality. So I'm going to get that set up today. That's for me, it's exciting. For you, probably dull as dishwater. Hang on, let me get him. I've got to throw you in, haven't I, you little knob? Now I've left you in the back. Sorry guys, I left you with the milk. I was about to drive off. You might change your opinion if you have this little idiot, Vicky. I can see it now. I'm gonna be late for TikTok. I'll have to stop the live at 1:45 today. Try and get done my awkward spot. Come on, Walt, stop acting like I've kicked 7 bells out of you. Such a little dickhead. You're welcome, Hayley. Help yourself. Oh, the rain's coming again. So all I've got in my mind is get them speakers set up this morning. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. It's a lot better out of the glass bottles, Alex. The taste's a lot better. Right, that's it for now. Here comes the rain again. Kimberly Trini, good morning. Stop it, Walt. Just stop it. I drink it all the time, Alex. I don't always take milk home, or sometimes we get milk while we're out and about, so I don't really drink a great deal of milk. I don't have it in my tea, so I'm not really bothered about milk, to be honest. Which probably sounds bad, but yeah. Right, we'll do this one because I foolishly forgot it earlier, so hopefully the internet won't go kaput again. But if you're watching, if you're new, give us a follow. I have noticed a trend of we're getting up to 100 people that pass through the live, but nobody's following. You're lucky out. Right, I'll leave you there for a sec. I'll be back. Hang on. Also, you've got to remember, Alex, I've been around glass milk for nearly 4 decades, so it's not so exciting to me that, you know, that I've not had it for donkey's years, you know what I mean? Oh, Alex, have you not researched history? Traditionally, tea is not supposed to have milk in it. Proper tea doesn't have milk. It was us Brits that decided to do that. Oh, rubbish, Lamar. Maybe you're all good in the hood, buddy. You had a blowout, blooming heck. How badly does that affect you? It doesn't, like, throw the truck anywhere, does it, Al? I guess it's just a loud bang and then you just pull over. Yeah, proper tea, you don't have milk in it. It's us heathens, the Brits, that decided to do that and ruin all the flavour. Oh, you're at home now, chilling out. Nice one, Lamar. Right, that's that mistake rectified. Let's get back to where we were at. So sad to see this church on the left now, I think it's Rose Methodist Church. I think they're knocking it down and developing. So sad. Many years and many times I played badminton there. Lots of church halls gone now that I used to play in. Right, I'll be back. Dear Lord, my nose is running so much. Is that right, Vicky? It's sad. Very sad. I've played there till 1 o'clock in the morning many times. Well, I say played. Obviously, the team was there till 1 in the morning because I stayed till the end. At the risk of sounding minging, my nose is running that bad. I'm having to blow the snot out of it onto the road Otherwise, number one, I'll get a sore nose from blowing it. Number two, I'll get a soggy snot rag, which I don't want. Nothing worse, because eventually your snot rag gets soggy, and then you end up with a wet patch on your leg. Well, not on your leg, on your trouser pocket, you know what I mean? So memories there for you, Vicky. Yeah, sad. The other one, Cons, has gone. That's now a co-op, Roast Cons. Restart the app if it's struggling, Alex. Always first port of call. Well, I don't know what vibrating that is. Is that happening when I'm stationary? A weird vibrating noise. You don't think it's just the engine ticking over? Oh, what a nightmare, Al. What a nightmare. Does that muck up your timing in terms of having your statutory 4.5 hour break? Only when I'm moving. It's probably the engine. Unless it's the what the phone's sat on. It's when I'm sideways, Vicky, it does that. There's nothing I can do. It's loose. You know what I mean? It's not as sturdy as when it's stood upright. Right, come on, Pooch. Jesus. At the very least, walk to the van. Stood there over the other side of the bloody pavement. Right, I thought there'd be a way around it, Al. You see, when I did my class 2, there wasn't a thing taught about tachos. Not a thing. So, if I'd got into driving, how on earth would I have learnt that? He's being his usual dickhead self, Vicky. You can stay there. Stuff for you, you can stay there. Right, I best snaffle these painkillers. Now stop acting like I've twatted you. Stop it, Walt. Stop it. You stay in the van. You're obviously not happy. You didn't want to come to work. You're a little crybaby because there's a drop of rain, so you can just sit there. Be arsed with you. Oh, look what I've just found. I forgot. I bought 4 Twixes yesterday from Prash for 35p each. Right, I've got you. Does he let me pick him up and stuff? When he was little and Hayley got him, she'd take him for walks, he'd scream in the rain, right? Because he's that much of a wimp. And he'd stop walking to make her pick him up. He's mastered the art of manipulation as this idiot. .50 coming past. There they are. It's not adorable when you're trying to work, Alex, and he's being a prick. Well, that's being hungry sorted. Half a Twix, that'll do for me. Now I need to forget that they're there, otherwise I'll eat the other 3. Haha. Right, I'll be back. Like I've said, I love this dog to death. I'd take a bullet for him. But I just wish he was fucking normal. What are they? Big ones, Alan? Big, long Twixes? Or is it like a twin pack? They were reduced to 35p. Probably the sell-by date. It's what price they should be, to be honest. Hey Mary, good morning. I just wish he was normal, Mary. He drives me insane. Are you kidding, Alex? You've never had a Twix? You are in the UK, aren't you, buddy? You know, I remember as a kid that there weren't that many choices like there are now. They've made loads of extra different chocolate bars. Twix, Mars bar, Snickers, Bounty. That was about it. Oh, I suppose you had Topic and Marathon. Right, I'll be back. You know, he'd be just as popular even if he was normal. There's no need for this disabled act that he puts on. Yeah, I like a Milky Way, Hayley, but don't be fooled by the it's the sweet you can eat between meals without ruining your appetite. That's just such bad advertising. A Mars a day helps you work, rest and play. Not if you're eating about 40 of them. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. Oh yeah, I remember 5p Freddos. Yeah, I used to love an Orange Club myself, Alan. Bar a club. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam, 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 bam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Papa pick up a penguin. Oh, shut up, Mark. Why am I singing about chocolate biscuits? People are going to come on this live and think, what the hell is this guy on? Bam, 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 bam. We didn't do that, Vicky. We used to wait till Dad treated us. Oh, too much chocolate, Alan. Too much chocolate, the Yorkie. But remember, it's just for men. It's not for girls. How sexist was that? Quite sure which shop you're talking about there, Vicky. I do remember there was a petrol station on Penryn Avenue at one point, because we used to go there. Oh, you didn't, Alex. Come on now. It's bad though, proper sexist. There's no chance I could eat a whole Yorkie bar. That's too much chocolate for me. I'd have one chunk, 2 at a push. Next to the Royal. That's in Coimbatore, Vicky, isn't it? Oh, what a memory, Alan. I remember my dad used to get me fruit salads and my brother blackjacks. Mark Pickering, good morning. Ah, right, now I know what you mean, Vicky. Also, sometimes I'd have strawberry bonbons. I can't remember what my brother used to have when I had that. And then we used to get this stuff that you could like dip lollipops in. We called it Kayli. I don't know why we called it that. It's basically just sugar crystals. So sometimes he'd stop off at home and say, what do you want from the sweet shop? And for me, it'd be strawberry bonbons, Kayli, or fruit salads. I didn't like the blackjacks because they were licorice. Also, I think they're racist, aren't they? I don't know whether they still do them. I never had a pick and mix. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. It's friggin' light. Like a bloody lighthouse. I can't see when I'm reversing. But no, I didn't have pick and mix. I picked something specific, you know, so did my brother. But the crystallized sugary stuff that we called Kayli, to this day, I don't know why we called it that, or who named it that. Hair drops sound nice. Yeah, I don't like licorice. Not a fan. Right, I'll be back. You could just sit there in a mood. What are you doing with you today? She left you at home. I knew you were going to be like this. Oh, dear me. That stuff that crackles on your tongue, Alan? I've had it, but it wasn't something that I had very often. Pop rocks, yeah, I remember that stuff. Moved on to hot rocks in my late teens and 20s. Naughty TikTok Milkman. He's a rebel. But yeah, if there's any guys watching that are new to this and they haven't come from TikTok, drop us a follow, guys. I have noticed that the traffic that's been coming through, you know, is not showing as a view. But if you keep coming back and watching, give us a follow. Fashion, turn to the left. Wax lips, what the hell are they? Yeah, I remember them, Alan. Green on the outside, brown on the inside, like baby poo. Oh, Hayley can't eat cinnamon, it'll kill her. Alex, she's deadly allergic. Why are you standing like that? Sit down, chill out. Yeah, she's badly allergic to cinnamon. Her head will blow up like a rice balloon and her throat starts to close. It's bad. I suppose it's the same as being allergic to nuts. You know what I mean? In fact, no, cinnamon comes from sticks, doesn't it? It's that other stuff that's on top of egg custards, that nutmeg in it, they're nuts. You know what, I just felt like I was eating paper with them. I was never a fan of spaceships. Struck her out. I was never really a massive sweets eater anyway. Like I say, I'm more of a savoury person. I'd much rather eat a meal than have sweets and puddings. Ali, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, I remember Cola Cubes. I wasn't a massive fan, but they were alright. I know, but it was so bad because they painted them red on the end, so they looked like they were lit, Al. Kids walking around pretending to smoke, like I did. Bad to see how smoking was so glamorized with adverts in years gone by, you know, especially for females, you know, trying to make out it makes them sexy and this, that, and the rest of it. Yeah, we were a generation never argued with our parents as well. You done what you were told. Oh, that's disgusting. Are you kidding, Alex? Vapes for kids, that's a joke. That shouldn't be allowed in this day and age. It's got a hold on me. Yeah, my parents used to smoke. We nagged them. We didn't like it. They did give up eventually. He gave you the Hoover pipe? What the hell's that? That sounds like you've been violated, Alan. I don't think I want any of the Hoover pipe. But they would never come in the morning. Right, I'll be back in a rolling mode. Let's see if this little fool will do some work. Come on. Good time to juggle, to be honest with you, if I had the room. Move some things. It's always a lot easier to juggle everything round when I'm pointing uphill. Because everything slides back. Right, let's get these done. going to attempt it. Oh, yeah. You're such a lazy little toad. Ah! My mum used to chase us around the house with the slipper, our hands behind our back, trying to block our bums. The wooden spoon, Jesus, Ali. Nothing wrong with disciplining your own child, Alex, and don't let society tell you otherwise. Right, time for the little old, who's that? Is that a homeless person? He seems to have a lot of kit with him. Right, I can't deliver to that one. I think he's waiting to be picked up for work. Well, that was a TV show, it was a cartoon, wasn't it? Wait till your father gets, until your father gets, wait till your father gets home. Was that the one, Alan? Do you remember? Oh, right, I've got a sneeze coming, hang on. Oh, nightmare. Yeah, that's the one, Alan. Right. Got the little old lady's couple of extra bits. Right, I'll be back. Need to grab her a butter. There we go. Oh dear. Destined to be late despite it being a stupid easy day. No, there's no escaping when it's coming for you, Al. Right, is that person gone or not? Yeah, he's getting picked up. Right, I can reverse back and do this customer now. You used to climb a tree. You see, the fatal flaw in that, Mark, is you can just stand and wait till you get down because you're going to get hungry at some point. You're going to have to take that slap like a man. Right, I'll be back. Nah, you just don't say anything about it, Alex. I'm telling you, I used to smack my kids. Didn't have to do it a lot, only had to smack them a couple of times, then it's just the threat of it. Just to instill that bit of discipline. I used to pretend to spit on my hands and go and rub them together. They knew I meant business, so that they wouldn't mess with me. Is that right, Vicky? Anything planned? I don't really plan things, Jake. For me, life is kind of one big Groundhog Day of work, me ciders and breakfast, racing, but work, and spending time with Hayley, you know. So I think we'll be live tonight because we're going to do the pancake live on TikTok tonight. We didn't have time last night, so we're going to do that tonight. the only way to be, Kimberly. How on earth are you supposed to instill respect and discipline into a child if it's not had repercussions for bad behaviour? You know, all the people that have power in a child's life have had that power taken away, like the police, teachers and parents, and you wonder why society is as bad as it is. I don't know, Jake, probably about 6, 7 o'clock, maybe a touch later. Right, I'll be back. Nice, Vicky. Potentially, I think you've got to do more than just, you know, give them the odd little clip round the ear, Alan, but yeah, it's bad. Exactly, Kimberly. Bit of corporal punishment never did anyone any harm. For me, I believe they should bring back national service. I would have loved to have gone in the army for 2 years. Being a sporty kind of guy that can follow rules, do what I'm asked. I would have loved it. I think they should bring it back. Neil, good morning, welcome in, buddy. Well, that's a different kettle of fish, Vicky, that. But again, sounds like she deserved it. Bread Olo time. Take the bread with me. There you go. Good boy. It's more like it. Let's get you a biscuit. I knew you'd pep up for a little crunchy. Negotiating. Negotiate this. Right, and I'll have a quick look at the book. Pepping up a little bit now. Now I've got to go in a bit. Just trying to run this cold off, this head cold that I've got. It'll go. I'm very lucky because I had one 3 or 4 months ago, ran it off in 3 days. I wasn't really ill. Oh Jesus, that's a paragraph. Hang on, Al. How come you didn't get him, Alan? Could you not have taken him? The problem with me is... yeah, you're right, Neil. The problem with me is my job, you see. You know, when I first split up with the girl's mum, I said, just while we're getting used to this transition, the kids can stay with you, and then over time I'll start having them stay with me. Which started 1 night a week, then 2 nights a week, then 3 nights a week. And then I was having about 4 nights a week. You know, they were mostly with me, and then they moved to me when they were 14. But because of work, you know, I couldn't have them full time, even if I'd wanted to. Because obviously I'm out at stupid o'clock. Right, I'll be back. In those days, I only worked 4 nights a week. So, you know, on my nights off, the kids would be with me. I wasn't going out looking for other women, nothing like that. I just concentrated on the kids, well, for 2 years before I started online dating. Gutted I didn't have the camera with me then. There's a cat. I've just met this cat. It's got the markings of like a cheetah, so it's obviously an expensive cat. Oh, he's just been telling me all about his night. He's fuming because he's all wet. I just said hello and give him a stroke, and I've walked back to the van and there's a black and white periscope smack bang in the middle of the passenger window because he could hear this cat and me talking to it. He's fuming. Yeah, I feel your pain, Alan, to be honest. That was my situation. Until they were of an age, and I always said this to them because I've had them in tears crying their eyes out. I want to live with you, Dad. I want to live with you, Dad. And I used to say to them, you know, you can make that choice when you're 14 and legally you can't be stopped. But I also said to them, you're not going to be playing me off against your mum. So when you come to live with me, you stay with me. And it's not a case of when the shit hits the fan, oh, I'm going back to mum's. You know what I mean? You know, it was a nice feeling that they chose to come to live with me because they didn't want to be there, you know what I mean? I didn't emotionally blackmail or slag the mum off and stuff like that. Ooh. That's why I said what I said to them, Kimberly. You know, you're not going to be running rings around the pair of us, because you know when, you know, as a kid yourself, you'll ask one parent and they'll go no, and then you'll go and ask the other one, well, you know, but then I'm not stupid, I'd go, what did your mum say? But yeah, we had none of that. We were lucky, really. You know, neither me nor her are that argumentative or bitter or resentful or vengeful. You know, we just went our separate ways. It was, you know, I'm not saying it was an easy split, but there was no nonsense. You know what I mean? No matter, doesn't matter whose fault it was, neither. You know, ultimately, you know, what happened was her fault, but you know, I played my part in the relationship. Blinking X, scary stuff, Alan. Daily Twitch. I take it you're from TikTok. What's your name on TikTok? in Bangkok. But yeah, I've been lucky, I guess. I've never really proper fell out with anybody that I've dated. You know, and as tough as it was after that length of time with the girl's mum, you know, we never fell out or proper argued. It was what it was, and we just got on with things and made sure that the kids were sound. You know what I mean? Which, as responsible parents, that's what you have to do. Of course they have, Kimberly. Yeah, of course they have. They were still living with me when myself and Hayley first got together, before they flew the nest. Oh, nightmare, Vicky, nightmare. You know, there was never any real issue over money or discipline or anything as far as being the extra concerned. Hey, what's new, pussycat? Because I bought phones and contracts for the girls, you know, I could talk to them whenever I wanted to. They could say goodnight to me, you know. We were connected, so I didn't really have to speak to their mum very much, which was, it suited us both, if we're to be honest. And at the end of the day, she's not a bad person at all. She's a nice person. It just didn't work out between us. It is what it is. Well, that's crazy, Vicky. I'll never understand something like that. If someone don't want me, that's it. Ta-ra. I won't go chasing after no one. If I'm told I'm not wanted, you won't see me again. Yeah, mine did as well, Alan, until they realised, hang on a minute, this is stupid o'clock in the morning and this is hard work. And then that grew old quick. Kirby? That's a Hoover, isn't it? Or a place in Liverpool, Kirby. Which bit do you agree with, Mark? Pop music. A game? Never heard of it. A game from when? What was it? Like a board game or like a computer game? If someone don't want you, it's called Kirby. I've never heard that. And that's a game. Oh, yeah, all right, sorry. You agree with what I said, if someone doesn't want you. Yeah, I won't chase no one. Never have done. Mucked about with the girl's mum for about 15 months. It was all her until I made a decision. You know what, that's it, I'm done. And that was that. Trust me, things would have been over a lot sooner if there had been no children involved. No, I've never ever heard of that or played it, Daily Twitch. A round ball. Hey, I don't know where you're from, Mary, but aren't all balls round? Well, I suppose apart from a rugby ball. But then it's strictly not a ball, because it's not round. Never heard of it. And I'm more than likely a lot older than you, Daily TikTok, Daily Twitch. You're alright, thanks, Neil. I'm good, mate. Are you coming out or not? We used to call that knockdoor run, I think, out. I can't remember how long ago it was, Neil.